Okay, well, this is very awkward. So, my microphone was not connected to OBS. Oh, fucking hell. Okay, I really hope it was connected and that you're not going to be sitting listening to music while I'm just miming stuff. But if the microphone's only just connected now, then you probably didn't hear anything I said. Welcome back to episode 346 of Streamworld, ladies and gentlemen. The orange area has been chosen by the AI, and now we're literally in the thick of it, building it. For crying out loud. I can't believe that my microphone was not connected. Oh, God, I'm very sorry. That actually really, that's pissed me off now. That is. I'm not going to be in a good mood for the rest of this video anymore. Oh, come on. Why, man? I feel OBS needs an update where once you set a microphone through the properties, it needs to stay active. Alright? Oh, man. I'm going to wait until the next patch updates and I'm going to update OBS. If any OBS developers are listening, please integrate that, because seriously, I am really upset that like probably half of this video is just silence. And I know some people are going to point it out in the comments, and yeah, I'm prepared for it. It's all my fault, guys. It's like I said, I take full responsibility for it. I know when I do something wrong, I always I always admit to my mistakes. Like I did just. Like I'm not going to blame OBS for not working, because technically, if I had checked all my settings before starting, then maybe we wouldn't run into this issue. But we did. So yeah, not too happy about that. Alright, anyways, while these trees grow, Jesus. So if I do / game rule, random tick speed, set that to 10,000, that should speed up the process of all the trees growing, and maybe even crash the game. Great. That's gonna be bugging me for like the rest of this video now. Like I'm just gonna leave it in. Like, if you're gonna tell me the Minecraft music, yeah, okay, that was turned on. That's good. If this was switched off and all you could hear was me placing and breaking blocks while I'm just miming stuff, then honestly, oh, man, I'm so upset right now. Okay, we're done with this. Done. Not going to touch that anymore. Set the tick speed back to 10, which is not the default. This is actually a set default. Alright, /fill from there, 62 to there, to my location, air replace, hashtag saplings. So any saplings that are still around that haven't grown will now be destroyed. So 3, 2, 1. Let's have a guess how many we're gonna have. I'm gonna guess 5, 4. Okay, we're close. Very close. But either way, if this doesn't look like a forest, I don't know what does. We've got like a nice patch of stone over here, so maybe we could integrate a little bit of nature, kind of like what we did with the Aztec jungle. Yeah, again, a forest and the jungle are quite similar, but also vastly different. Okay, let's get some stone bricks. And now let's build the wall. Yay! So I need to remember how to build this again. So it's going to be 2 blocks high all the way around, and then it'll either be stone, stair, or wall. So stair, wall, stair, block, and then slab will go over this, like so. So this will be the wall design. We're actually going to kind of replicate this one as well. We're not going to add any moss to it because just, I don't know, just waste time. By the way, for the whole of this morning, I had the Kurt Angle music theme song. Fucking hell. I had that stuck in my head this morning because I was playing 2K25 at like 3 in the morning. And honestly, I like his theme. It's really it captures that American vibe of like the 90s. Like 90s American vibe. Just I don't know. It just fits him very well. That's the reason why I like it so much. And just seeing the comments saying like I can't hear this without people chanting "You suck," and then when I watch a Kurt Angle match, all I hear is just "You suck," and I'm like, oh, I get it now. Yeah, so maybe I'll start talking about Kurt Angle quite a lot. Same way I used to with Brock Lesnar back in the day. And yes, Brock Lesnar will always be my favourite wrestler. Like, there's no one on the planet like him yet. Like, we need to see the outcome of Obafemi. Not Obafemi. Obafemi, sorry. I'm thinking of a different name. This guy went on, what's his name? Steve Harvey's show called Obu. Obu. And I've just got that name stuck in my head. So anytime I think of Oba, I'm always saying Obu. So yeah, I apologise. 2 different names. I'll remember that from now on. So Obafemi will be facing Brock Lesnar at some point, which I can't wait to see because both men are massive. But ultimately, I think Brock Lesnar will walk away with a win for this one, unless they change the script and have Obafemi win. Because yeah, again, Brock Lesnar's been at WWE since probably about 19 something, or maybe 2000 something. I don't know. I can't remember. I think it was 2002 when he first debuted. And like this was rookie Lesnar. This was so still big, no tattoos, not really the kind of guy to talk on the mic. And then of course Paul Heyman came, and you know the Beast Incarnate was born thanks to the man himself, Paul Heyman. Honestly, you can't really go wrong with Paul Heyman. Like, he's made of weird decisions though at some point, but I still like him. Right? I'll always be a Heyman. A Heyman fan. To be honest, seeing Brock Lesnar and Paul Heyman back together, just honestly, it's so, I don't know, it just gives me a really like funny feeling of just like pure nostalgia coming back to me. Like it's like probably the nicest thing I've felt in a while, and I never really get weird feelings like that ever. Like my feelings are more or less solitary. But just seeing the two back together just really it changes me. And even Brock Lesnar looks happy to be back with Heyman. It's like the good old days. But of course, Paul Heyman's busy with the Vision and stuff, so we might not see Brock and Heyman for long. I think any time Brock Lesnar will have a match, I think Paul Heyman will, of course, be with him. Not to kind of manage him, but just for the fans. I mean, you can't really go wrong with Paul Heyman. Like, just hearing the whole crowd during John Cena's match against Lesnar in 2025, just hearing the fans just say Paul Heyman's name, just speaks for itself how much of a reputation he has on WWE. Like, even though Vince McMahon isn't the man in charge anymore, like, I still think that we will still have some gems to come. I think Triple H and the creative team are kind of, they don't really know what they're doing at the moment. But I feel like definitely maybe later this year we're gonna see something that will change our mind on Triple H and the whole creative team. Like we will be like, yeah, we're sorry we ever doubted you and stuff, but until then, everyone's gonna hate the game, you know? So we're just gotta wait and see. We've gotta be very, very patient. Something I would love to see through WWE. I feel like if Triple H and the creative team actually go ahead with this idea, it'll probably be the best move for WWE. But basically what they need to do is they need to restart one of their old eras. And I think the best one to start off with will definitely be Ruthless Aggression. And have that last on for about 3, 4, 5 years, or a similar time that the original Ruthless Aggression era came, and just bring back all the old elements that made the Ruthless Aggression era so great. Of course, Stone Cold Steve Austin won't be there because, like, bro's old now. If he goes back in the ring, he's probably going to hurt himself very badly, or unless he's able to carry on, unless the other people are careful with him, you know. Because yeah, again, Steve Austin back in 2000 and Steve Austin that we have in 2026, they are two different people. Alright? Like bringing back the Texas Rattlesnake, I think his name was, nickname, the alias or whatever the fuck you want to call it. Yeah, that's gone. That is done. All right, we're not going to see that alias come back ever again. Or maybe we will. Maybe it'll be kind of a surprise. You know, Stone Cold Steve Austin is back in the building. And what's he got in his hands? He's got 2 beers. Starts pulling out more. He goes, no, 3 beers, 4 beers, 5 beers. You know, like there's nobody in the WWE roster that can ever replace the one and only Stone Cold Steve Austin. Like, he's great. He defined a whole era of WWE. Being the Ruthless Aggression. And you know what? They should make their own. You know? Get Triple H to come up with his own era. You know? Just come up with it on the spot. And I'm thinking, like, I don't know, like, it could be called like the Golden Era or something, where basically they just have matches back to back that just blow the crowd away, like what they used to. Something that kind of gives off a throwback, if you say. Anyways, let's bring all this back. I'm thinking on some of the moss blocks we're going to place some bushes. In terms of like the new generation of WWE superstars and the old ones, I think the closest person, in my opinion, who is probably the closest to Brock Lesnar, is probably going to be Braun Breaker. Like, I reckon if let's say Triple H goes to Braun Breaker when he's recovered, and they said, so we kind of want you to be the modern Brock Lesnar, so we want you to basically just demolish opponents with just raw power and technique, and also use the wrestling experience as a support. I reckon if they ever do that and they tell Braun Breaker to just be like extremely aggressive to people and maybe even bust someone's head open like Brock did to Randy, like that would shock everyone. I reckon the vision would probably be very, very strong if Braun Breaker actually took on that persona of being like Brock Lesnar. Right, I've had enough placing bushes, so what we're going to do now is we're done with that. I'm not going to place any more. So we're going to place some vines around. It's giving me a nightmare placing them everywhere, but okay, I'll be fine. Just gonna hold down right click and just spin. Probably not picking up any apples. So we will get to building some structures in a bit, so stay tuned for that. I'm probably boring you with doing stuff like this, but honestly, I have to do this. This is raw footage. This is raw footage, alright? Well, kind of not. I've had to edit. First of all, editor's notes. I've got to add one of those in, saying why there's no audio and stuff like that. And then I've also got to splice the footage because I went downstairs. Okay, we're done with the vines. That's done. Finished. So now let's add some blueberries. Yummy. So, fortunately we can't place them on leaves. However, we can place them on logs. So if there's an opening, go for it. Hit it with your best shot. It's mainly these dark oak trees I want to place them on. Yeah, we'll leave it like that for now. So that's done. Right, it's night time now, so let's stick some lanterns on the ground and then we'll basically be almost done. And also I'll let the vines grow out as well. I really hope we do red last, because I've got a really good idea for a way to finish this whole thing, this whole 5-episode journey. Like, as you can see, we've got creepers spawning over here. If I hold down that, as you can see, you can clearly see where all the mobs spawn. So I'm thinking if I still have some energy left to record the shared trauma video, then I'll do it. But if I don't, then I'll save it for a different day, because I'm basically going to be busy throughout the week because I've got an assignment to do. It's Valentine's on Saturday. By the time you see this video, Valentine's would have been like a month ago, and I probably would have already spoken about it if I do another webcam video like this. So we're done with the lantern. That's good. Let's get that over. Now it's time for the treehouse. So with this, I actually have a really good idea for what we can do. So what we need is an oak sapling. All right, thank you. So now, right here, what we're going to do is we are going to build by like this. But you know what? Leave those there. No pun intended, sorry. Okay, so this bit's gonna be quite fun. So let me fill in the floor. Start off with. And then we'll basically replace all these with up-facing logs, like so. And look at that. Look how cool it is. So break that. Place a strip log, going, oh wait, no, normal log, more like that. Grab a ladder. Since this isn't a jungle, we're not going to be using scaffolding. And so now, this part's going to be quite fun. We are basically just going to get rid of all this. Except for the sapling and the bone meal. So now, let's grab some grass, even though it'll turn to dirt anyways. And also, let's grab ourselves some planks. So strip oak. We're gonna grab some of this. Grab a bit of that. Maybe a bit of this. And a bit of that. And then one last thing will be to grab wherever the hell it is. We'll grab that. So I reckon the first house we will build will be right here. Right on top of here. It's only going to be a small one. It won't be too big. So we'll build this like that. I could just pull this back. And now we'll build this. This is where the treehouse bit will come into play, where it's all going to start to make sense. Alright, you know what? I've had enough, okay? Listen, alright, I'm tired, I'm worn out, I've been to college, guys, can I just point that out, and just, oh man, I need a rest, alright, my head's starting to hurt, and I'm literally, like, I'm having micro sleeps during this. I don't know if any of you noticed, so I'm just gonna finish all this probably either in the morning, because literally it's like 7:45 right now. So I'll either finish it in the morning if I go to sleep now, or I will finish it a different day. So then when the next video comes out, it will basically, it'll already be complete. So let me just make a little section where this will continue. And yes, I'm very sorry about this, but like, I will have a fly around later, not later, whenever this is finished, and I will show you all the builds. And of course, these tree houses will be quite small. They're not going to be like massive, so don't worry. You're not missing out on anything. All you got to do is wait for the next video to come out, fly around, pause it, copy the build, and build it. Like for example, look at this. Do you not recognise this house? Maybe because I've replaced the cobblestone with wood, perhaps, and maybe the dirt floor with more wood. Yeah, it's literally a village house, and this will probably take you about like a minute to build. So don't worry, you won't miss out on anything. You'll always be up to date. But anyways, I need a rest. My head is killing me. And yeah, I will see you guys soon. Goodbye.